Yes, us, everybody. We are actually on the top of the island. We're on like one of almost, I'm told, I have to make sure I say it right or I don't want to get it wrong now. We are very high up in the mountains, and I'm overlooking this incredible view from all directions, from either side of the island. It's absolutely incredible. And today I want to talk to you about why you should get comfortable with choosing the hard choice. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Fasting Focused Lifestyle Podcast, where each week I will be discussing all things fasting and how it can become the most valuable tool in your personal toolkit so that you can live a long, healthy, and meaningful life. I'm your host, Vicki Sharon, and thank you for joining me.
Macy's has all of your Grill Master essentials for Father's Day. Stop by to get our hand-trimmed chicken breast and certified Angus beef patties that are ready to grill, so Dad can have his favorite dinner. Make sure to browse our bakery to find the perfect no-work Father's Day treat with our decadent peanut butter bars or famous donuts. Right now, you can get boneless beef ribeye steaks for $12.99 per pound at Macy's. Shop these Father's Day essentials in-store or online at Macys.com through June 18th. Macy's, happy shopping!
Everyone deserves to be connected. That's why Cox offers a range of high-speed internet plans that fit any budget. Stream, chat, and stay connected at an incredible price. It's fast, reliable internet for everyone. You're probably thinking, wait, what? But yeah, it's true. Learn more at cox.com/ACP. Non-transferable, one per household. Application and eligibility decisions are made by the FCC. Other restrictions apply.
Okay, it's official. We are very much in the final sprint to Election Day. And face it, between debates, polling releases, even court appearances, it can feel exhausting, even impossible to keep up with. I'm Brad Mielke. I'm the host of Start Here, the daily podcast from ABC News. And every morning, my team and I get you caught up on the day's news in a quick, straightforward way that's easy to understand, with just enough context so you can listen, get it, and go on with your day. So, kickstart your morning. Start smart with Start Here and ABC News, because staying informed shouldn't feel overwhelming.
I want to challenge you with a question. I want to ask if you have come into your journey in fasting with the intention of making things as easy as possible, going and getting vices or hacks or shortcuts or handicaps or helpers or things that's going to ease your journey, your experience with what you are seeking in achieving with your fasting journey. And I ask this because I am very firmly against using any kind of products and gimmicks and flashy kind of things, because to me, in my mind, it takes away from the deliberate attention and dedication and focus that you're able to have with each and every moment and each and every single day on your journey. And to me, using these vices or hacks or shortcuts or whatever you want to call them is another way for you to mentally see it as, okay, I'm just going to hurry up and get through this, or I'm just going to have this to get me through this, or to make me feel this way, when truly, throughout this entire experience, I've seen it in others as well as experiencing it myself. There is so much wisdom and growth that can be achieved on this journey for not just the moment, but long term. Like long term, what are you teaching yourself? And to kind of give a little personal anecdote here, I'm going to relate. Some of you may have heard me talk about how I was an Ideal Protein coach for many years before coming into the fasting lifestyle. So Ideal Protein is I'm probably still around. I don't know that it's all that popular because I haven't heard of it. Maybe, whatever. Anyway, Ideal Protein is a partially ketogenic meal replacement plan. And the thing I was trying to reiterate about this topic with Ideal Protein and how they kind of like, I want you to think about this. So one of the products that I remember personally having a lot, and this is before I had this, transformative kind of thought process that I'm trying to convey to you as well. So one of the products, I kid you not, was an approved version of a Rice Krispie treat with vanilla frosting drizzled on top. And the way that this product fit into the protocol was that you could be on program with this and have this Rice Krispie treat 3 times a day and still be on plan with like whatever other items and stuff you're eating throughout the day. So from the outside looking in, you're like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Like you can have a Rice Krispie treat and still lose weight. But ultimately think about this, like whatever products, bars people talk about, powders, drinks, shortcut, make you feel good, or it's familiar in flavor or satiety, satisfaction, experience, whatever. Like, yeah, it may be good in the time being, but ultimately, like long term, what are you teaching yourself? To me, that's teaching your inner child, your inner, getting to know yourself a little bit more on the inside of what am I really teaching myself? I'm teaching myself that when I'm pressed and have to do something really challenging, I'm going to find a way to make it easy, or vice pacifying kind of, I need this little treat and it's familiar to what I know and like, and I don't want to do the full hard way because no, that's too tough. When it should be flipped. It should be flipped on the other side. I know what it's like, and many of you also know what it's like to have these addictions and feelings towards foods that you feel have to always be this way. You always have to make this choice. It always has to be X, Y with Z. You can't deviate at all because, ooh, no, I can't, and I don't like that. Like, y'all, there's so much growth on the other side of getting through a challenging situation. And I say that with a little bit of choked up in my voice, because if you have the expectation that it's just going to be handed to you and it's going to be easy and it's going to be just hurry up and done, and I want to be there already, I want to be at this size, like, I'm telling you, you will appreciate where you are when you get there so much more when you allow yourself to be willingly decide to participate in these hardships, in these challenges, in these things that do rattle and shake you up a little bit, that do make you, switch the way that you're thinking, switch the way that you do things, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Woo! You want to talk about some growth? That's some growth in there. Do things that you would have never thought you could do. I'm not saying go base jumping or like go extreme, by no means, but I'm just saying if you have things in your life that are like, oh, I would love to be able to do this or have that or fit into this or do this, whatever. I think that's a very healthy kind of like, I'm not a one to myself to do like vision boards or anything, but I am a firm believer in meditating on things that you want to do, you want to have, you want to experience deep down, like really, really letting yourself use your imagination, get weird, and just being okay with how it looks to get to those points. Because to me, like the complacency with staying and doing what you always do, or what everybody says you have to do. And, it's scary to go against the norm. It's scary to do something that's new, or to do something that, is out of your comfort zone. Absolutely. But again, there is zero growth if you stay in your comfort zone. Zero. Absolutely. To me, I have so much respect, admiration, and appreciation for what I willingly show up, do decide to participate and work through hardships, challenges, whether physical, mental, emotional, whatever. Throughout this journey, this fasting lifestyle process will test you. And I've had many clients actually recently that have had transformative mental, emotional growth. You know who you are. I'm super proud of you. I'm not going to name drop here, but you know who you are. And wow, even though there may not be massive scale movement, the big, big wins that I see, and it gives me chills now, even just thinking about how phenomenal my fasters continue to do. Again, even if it's not massive weight changes immediately, the growth that happens in order for those weight improvements to happen is phenomenal. It's phenomenal to experience, to see this, as a former teacher. The teachers out there, you probably know, for those light bulb moments, like to see my clients have those light bulb moments is absolutely something that I want for every single person who wants it for themselves. And for those that want this know that you have to know and understand that these hardships, these challenges, these are things you willfully have to decide. I'm going to do the hard thing because I know it's going to make me stronger on the other side of it. I know things are going to be challenging. I know you're going to have times where things are absolutely wonderful and you're going to wish the entire process is like that. But it should not be entirely easy the entire way, because you won't appreciate it as much. You're going to have the expectation that it should be entirely easy the entire time, and it should not be that way. You have to have these hardships. You have to have this kind of challenge and experience to see what that next bit of resistance is that you meet, so you can rise up and keep. To me, it's like a mental ascending sort of thing, that you're like, I want to get to that next level. Okay, I'm at the next level. Okay, what's the next hardest thing? I am a big advocate for recommending others when they're in their, everyday challenges with life, or, routines that you're doing with stuff. And maybe physical activity, if you're struggling with making physical activity a regular part of your day. To me, you can make it more of a sustainable change when you do these small changes with doing the next hardest thing. And if that for you maybe is parking at the end of the parking lot, to walk a little bit further. Maybe if you're, walking around a big department store, to do a lap around inside the, department store, adding a little bit more on top of what you typically do each time is something that can become an inner game kind of challenge with yourself, so that you're telling your mind, I'm going to willfully decide that I'm going to participate in these challenges. I'm going to put myself in times where things are a little bit harder, things are a little bit more challenging, because I know that I can do it just at that next level, that next step, that next position of hardness, instead of thinking you have to go from not working out entirely to thinking you're going to, spend 3 hours CrossFitting in the gym and you've never even done it before. Like, that does not sound like a good time to me. And many of you have heard me say that, talking about how we're implementing change and having these moments where we're willfully deciding to participate in hard challenges and stuff, you've got to attach a positive emotion to it. Even if, you feel like drudged and just like miserable, maybe fake it. Tell your mind, like, yeah, this is challenging, but I'm going to make the best of it. I may be physically exhausted, but wow, these views are incredible. Wow, I feel incredible. There's a cool breeze that feels so nice. I am so thankful for that. There's always an opportunity to find something positive within a negative experience that you may be experiencing on your journey. And even in the worst of times where people have told me that they're struggling with what they're experiencing, or, they can't seem to make it to the certain hour each and every single day. Well, there's always something to be proud of and to celebrate coming up to that point. And to me, I would much rather focus and harp on those positive components instead of beating yourself up and going in a downward spiral of, perpetuating that victim mentality and negative thinking with you're focusing on your shortcomings, because that's not going to take you all the way. The gratitude that I have this thing with my kids where we have an attitude of gratitude, and I always encourage them to think and remind themselves to expect nothing but appreciate everything. And while not everybody will agree with my kind of hippy-dippy mentality, I'm super proud of it and I love it and will take with me until my last days on earth here. But I think there's a lot more to appreciate than people realize in the every single bits and mundane moments in every single day. There's so much beauty and things to be thankful for as I stand here still, looking out at this phenomenal view, ocean all around me. Yes, of course, this is an incredible experience to be thankful for, but you listening right now, I know you have things in your life that are absolutely worth being grateful for. I want you to encourage yourself to, like, if you have a Post-it note, a whiteboard, something, write down at least 3 things that you are grateful for. Heck, if you want to even email them to me, I would love to hear what you are grateful for. What you are grateful for challenge, for being able to achieve. I'm sure there is something that you achieved this past week, this past month, maybe this past year. What are you proud of? What challenge are you proud of achieving for yourself? Because I know you have at least 3. I'm curious to hear what they are. If you want to send them to me, I'd love to hear them. Send me a message, Vicky, Vicki, at thefastingfocusedlifestyle.com. I'm going to soak up this view and experience beautiful breeze up here for a few more moments before we head back down. But as always, I want to tell each and every single one of you, wherever you are in the world, whatever part of your journey that you're on, please know that I truly believe in you. Even if you don't, you can do this. Never give up on your health. You are deserving of a long life. Absolutely long, meaningful, healthy life. You can do it. You deserve it. Trust me. I know you can. We'll talk again later. Thanks. Bye. The Fasting Focused Lifestyle Podcast. Copyright 2024. The information given within this podcast is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult your doctor before starting any weight loss method. Thank you.